The sun had dipped below the horizon hours ago, and the full moon cast an eerie glow on the deserted structure known as the Forsaken Factory. A group of 5 friends, seeking a thrill, had snuck in through an unlocked side entrance. It was supposed to be a simple scare, a night of harmless fun, but as they made their way through the labyrinthine halls, they realized they had made a grave mistake. The door they had entered through slammed shut behind them, leaving them trapped in the pitch-black darkness. The friends stumbled around, searching for an exit, but soon they heard footsteps that echoed throughout the building. They called out, hoping for a friendly voice to lead them to safety, but no response came. Instead, the footsteps grew louder, accompanied by heavy breathing that seemed to be coming from multiple sources. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a man, tall and imposing, with a grotesque mask covering his face. He brandished a knife, and the group scattered in terror. One by one, the friends were hunted down and dragged away. They could hear their screams reverberating through the halls as the man proceeded to cut off fingers and toes, carving into their flesh and whispering twisted taunts in their ears. But Emily, a resourceful young woman, refused to give up. She hid in the shadows, waiting for an opportunity to strike back. She saw the man's weakness, a limp in his step, and used it to her advantage. With a fierce determination, Emily fought back, using anything she could find as a weapon. She stabbed the man in the neck with a shard of glass, and he collapsed to the ground, choking on his own blood. In the end, Emily was the only survivor. She stumbled out of the Forsaken Factory and into the night, covered in blood and trembling with fear. She never looked back, never spoke of that night to anyone. But the memory of that night haunted her for years to come. She could never forget the sound of her friend's screams, the feeling of the man's hot breath on her neck, or the sickening satisfaction in his eyes as he tortured them. And whenever she walked past the Forsaken Factory, she couldn't help but feel a shiver run down her spine, as if the man was still lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike again. She knew that no one should ever enter that cursed place again.